15 minutes, weather every 10, and sports twice an hour.
Newstalk, KGVO, AM 1290 and 101.5 FM.
You're listening to Montana Morning with Peter Christian.
A Kalispell man found guilty of deliberate homicide. Good morning, everyone. Montana Morning, congratulations, you made it. It's Friday, October 21st, 2016. We have a little bit of fog in the Missoula area right now. We're reporting 45 degrees in Missoula, and we have bare and wet roads over Evero Hill between Lolo Pass and Lolo, I-90 Frenchtown to Superior, and up by Seeley Lake. Our newscast this morning sponsored by Western States Cat, offering free local delivery from their stock of over 15,000 truck and equipment parts. Western States Cat, a proud supporter of the Montana Grizzlies. Robert Whitall dropped his head and wept after a jury convicted him of deliberate homicide in a drug-related stabbing death in Flathead County. The 29-year-old Whitall was accused of killing Wade Rautio on May 26th. Rautio's body was found in a creek east of Creston. Prosecutors argued Whitall was carrying out the role of enforcer for a drug dealer who believed the 35-year-old Rautio had stolen from her. Whitall faces anywhere from 10 to 100 years in prison. His sentencing hearing is scheduled for January 17th. Deputy County Attorney Andrew Clegg said 3 co-defendants still face trial in the case, adding, quote, "We're not done yet," end quote. Missoula police took 2 women into custody on Wednesday evening on charges of criminal child endangerment and DUI. According to Police Public Information Officer Travis Welsh, the first incident occurred around 55th Street in the South Hills, as we reported yesterday.
When a 9-year-old boy ran into the street chasing a skateboard, the woman was unable to stop and did strike the boy. The woman was eventually arrested for DUI and as well as criminal child endangerment, because she had her 5-year-old grandchild in the car with her. She is identified as 49-year-old Wendy Chaucy.
The second case occurred just about 3 hours later over on the north side of Missoula.
The second one occurred about 9:55 p.m. in the 2300 block of North Reserve Street when a fast food restaurant employee called to report a possible intoxicated driver in the drive-thru. And officers did respond and make contact with 33-year-old Brittany Nelson. She also had a child in the car with her, a 10-year-old boy.
Missoula police have been busy this week with criminal child endangerment cases. On Monday, a man was arrested on suspicion of taking 2 juveniles to a drug deal and found to be in possession of methamphetamine and other drugs. 23-year-old Alex Wacker appeared in Missoula Justice Court yesterday, charged with felony theft after what prosecutors called a 48-hour meth and heroin-fueled crime spree in which he allegedly stole a vehicle, credit cards, tools, and other valuable items. At his court appearance via video from the county jail yesterday, Deputy Missoula County Attorney Brittany Santorno asked Judge Landy Holloway for bail to be set at $25,000.
This defendant is charged with several offenses resulting from a 48-hour crime spree in which he stole property from 2 different trucks, one while armed with a knife. He stole a Chevy Suburban and dumped its contents and used stolen credit cards at various locations around town. This all occurred while he was hopped up on methamphetamine and heroin.
Santorno detailed Wacker's criminal history.
His criminal history looks like 3 counts of disorderly conduct from 2012, possession of drug paraphernalia, partner family member assault from 2013, partner family member assault and disorderly conduct from 2014, obstructing a peace officer 2015, probation violation, drug paraphernalia from 2016, and theft and trespass.
Judge Holloway set bail at $5,000 and ordered Wacker to appear again on November 4th. A Fairview man has been convicted of deliberate homicide in the Valentine's Day 2013 death of his girlfriend, whose body has never been found. The Flathead Beacon reports a Richland County jury yesterday found Cody Wayne Johnston guilty of killing 31-year-old Nicole Waller of Kalispell. Court officials say a sentencing date has not yet been set. Johnston was charged with Waller's murder back in August of 2015. Charging documents said Johnston and Waller had on-again, off-again relationship, and that on the day she disappeared, she called family members to say they had broken up and she was returning to Kalispell. Her vehicle was found abandoned near Poplar. Investigators said evidence suggests Johnston killed Waller and disposed of her body in a barrel, then asked a friend to help him move her vehicle about 70 miles away to Poplar. A parasite called proliferate kidney disease caused the death of an estimated 4,000 whitefish in the Yellowstone River back in August. As a result, Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks examined some of the bodies of water in the immediate vicinity. Public Information Officer Vivica Krauser has more.
We have confirmed that the parasite is present in the upper and lower Madison, the East Gallatin, the Bighorn, Stillwater, and Boulder River near Big Timber. It had already been confirmed on the Jefferson and Shields rivers, and we're going to continue more statewide survey work as well.
According to Krauser, the presence of the parasite doesn't mean we'll see the other waters. See in these other waters the same result we saw in the Yellowstone.
Its presence, could go and not cause any trouble for a long time, but then when you have other environmental factors like low flows and higher water temperatures, it may prompt it to start affecting fish like we saw with the whitefish. There's still a lot of uncertainty and exactly what level of triggers do we need to see it start to have an effect on fish. But I think just knowing it's there is helpful so that if you do start to see some of that, you can take some precaution.
The Clark Fork and Bitterroot rivers have not yet been tested, but Krauser said they should be part of the sampling plan for the upcoming year. And finally, half an hour before sunrise tomorrow morning, thousands of hunters will be looking for deer and elk throughout Montana as the general rifle season gets underway. Education Coordinator Ron Osheim with Fish, Wildlife, and Parks said the numbers involved are staggering, both in sheer volume and the effect on Montana's economy.
We know that about 150,000 people hunt deer every year, and somewhere around 114,000 people hunt elk, and they spend a ton of time. Elk hunters will spend 1 million days. There's an economic impact. Deer hunters generate about $150 million for Montana's economy, and elk hunters about $140 million.
Osheim said there are basic rules every hunter must follow.
There will be a considerable number of people out there, so you need to be aware what you're shooting at and what's behind it. You need to wear hunter orange, and really, really be careful about checking your rifle before you get into your vehicle, checking it at all times. We don't want a tragedy, and those are the big things. Mostly gun safety. That's the big deal.
Osheim said the season officially begins a half hour before sunrise tomorrow, October 22nd, till a half hour after sunset. The season ends Sunday, the Sunday after Thanksgiving. News Talk time is 6:12.
News Talk, KGVO.
Missoula's official weather station.
Low clouds and fog with an isolated threat of a shower today. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s. By the afternoon, we'll see an increased threat of wet weather after midnight, with overnight lows in the upper 30s and low 40s. Rain remains in the forecast early Saturday. I'm meteorologist Brooke Foster, KECI 13.